Hello, class. I'm Robert Austin, and I'll be guiding you through this course. Um, First thing I want to say is relax. You really do not need to be scared of this course. Least of all, the title. Quantitative reasoning sounds pretty scary, but if you think about it, quantitative reasoning just means thinking with numbers. And that's something we do all the time, from grocery shopping to redecorating our houses, repainting walls, planting gardens. If we do it right, and if we want to save time and money, we want to think a little bit with numbers, and it's usually not very complicated. Those are the sorts of things, along with other things, that we're going to learn in this course. First thing I want you to do is when you come to the class, check your messages. Okay, right up there. It's not going to be blinking or anything if you get a message. So just check that first of all. And see, I already posted a message for you, and it's an announcement of a live meeting I'm going to hold on Thursday, this Thursday, October 21st. If you click on it, you'll see a link to the meeting. Uh, if you don't really know what time zone you're in or what 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time is or 6 o'clock Phoenix time, just click on the link and it'll show you in your time zone. Now, I'm on Eastern time, so it says the meeting would start at 9 o'clock. It's an optional meeting, so you don't have to attend it, but it might be useful if you have any questions about the course. I'm basically going to show up and I'll be there to answer whatever questions you might have. And if there's anything I notice about the class, how it's going, I might comment on that. Okay. So don't forget about that meeting. All right. Next thing. Okay. Each week we have a module. This is week one, so go into week one's module. There's a exercise here. Again, this is optional. If you want to introduce yourself to your classmates, you can do it here. You can say as much or as little as you want. Some people love to talk about themselves. Some people don't want to say anything. So either extreme or anything in between is fine. So say what you want here. And then here is our discussion area. I've assigned you to a group. I'm an instructor, so I see it as an instructor. I see that there's 3 groups. You're going to see your group name here. Go into your group, and every Thursday, you are expected to respond to a discussion topic. You should respond with a minimum of 175 words and try to answer each part of the question. I'm not too much of a stickler on content. I mean, if you're talking about something completely different, I will take off points. If you're late, I'll take off some points. Um, if you don't use enough words, I'll take off some points. You can't use too many. If you want to write a 500-word essay, you can. I won't necessarily read it all, and you can't expect your teammates or your classmates to read it all, but you can say as much as you want as long as it's over 175 words. And then by Monday, you're expected to respond to at least 2 messages posted by your fellow classmates. So that's a total of 3 posts to get full, the minimum must be 3 posts to get full credit for participation. I don't really count words for your replies here to the other students' messages, but try to be substantive. Don't just say, "Oh, I like your first name," or "That's cool," or "I agree with you." Say something that shows your reaction to what that student said. Okay, something a little more meaningful than a few words. Okay, and then maybe right after watching this video, I suggest you go into zyBooks. Don't put it off. Don't let your fear keep you from going into this. There's a reason why your first responses are due by Thursday. That's to get you started in this assignment because your responses are to topics and questions that relate to your zyBooks lessons. So it makes a lot of sense to start zyBooks. You don't have to do the entire assignment by Thursday, but at least make a good start at it. So let me start it up. It's going to start up a little differently for me than it does for you, but once everything's loaded, you're going to find yourself in zyBooks just like this. And what you do is you go down and you read the small amount of writing there is here, and then you answer the questions. And look, I'm going to answer it incorrectly. It told me it's wrong. So I'm going to go and say false. And now it says I'm correct, and it shows that I've completed that question. As I go through, answer each question. Whoops, that's false. Okay, got that right. Got that right. What about the last ones? Animations can be completed by clicking on each step, but not necessarily watching each step. Okay, well, that would be false. They want you to watch everything. Once you get that done, the flag for that participation activity is filled in. So you just work through and make sure all the flags get filled in as you go through lessons. And it makes sense to do chapter 1 before chapter 2. Chapter 1 introduces you to the course. Now pay attention, there's more than one section in each chapter. Chapter 1 has 3 sections, so you're going to want to then go to the next section and complete that. And then there's a final third section for chapter 1. If you go here to Quantitative Reasoning Home, you should see all the chapters. You see week 1's a little different because it has this introduction to zyBooks. So you're supposed to do chapter 1 and chapter 2. Chapter 2 has 10 sections. Make sure you do all 10 of those. You need to do all 10 if you want to get full credit. Okay. Your scores probably won't show up in the grade book until I post them. So don't get nervous. If you have some questions about it, send me a message and I'll reply as soon as I can. All right? But you know, I'm not going to say every student, but I feel comfortable in saying that most students actually enjoy these lessons. Once they get into it, it seems a little strange at first, but once they get the hang of it, they find they enjoy it. So do this with an open mind, all right? And that will be it for the first week. Answer your discussion, respond to the discussion topic by Thursday, read some other students' responses, reply to at least 2 of those students by Thursday, by Monday of the week, work through the zyBooks lessons, and you should be in good shape. Don't forget Thursday I have a live meeting. And there's other questions, contact information, and other things you might find useful right below this video in the message. Okay, so read the text under the video. And that's all for now, and I'll see you in class.